What's up, nail geeks? I am back this Saturday with a brand new collection for you all. Today I have the new collection by Glam Polish. She brings us a Marie Antoinette collection inspired by Kirsten Dunst's 2006 Marie Antoinette movie. This is a set of 6 pastel crellies. They are so much fun, and I am so ready for these types of shades. We've been getting a couple of cold fronts here, and I am so sick and tired of this moody weather. So let's get started. First up, we've got She Looks Like a Little Piece of Cake, described as a white crelly with a pastel glitter mix. So the base color to this one I would describe as a stark white. This is what I would consider a true white. For opacity on it, I'm going to suggest between 2 and 3 coats, depending on how you polish. Though personally, I took it up to 2 coats and I thought it was just fine. Those of you with longer nails might need to go in for a thin 3rd coat in that case. This one has quite a bit of a squishy factor to it on those brush strokes, lots of self-leveling with it. Per usual, I give my bottles a good shake before applying, and I had no issues getting those glitters out of the bottle and onto my nail. No issues to report with that. Everything laid down nice and flat for me. I do want to note that since I record in such bright lights now, on the final hand shot here, I feel like you can see just a touch of my visible nail line. It is very, very subtle in person, but honestly, I thought it looked just fine. So if you have a prominent free edge like myself, I would suggest a color correcting base color. And next we've got Could We Get Some More Champagne? This is a light blue crelly with iridescent flakes and gold flakies. So continuing on with the crelly-like finish for the entire collection, this is such a very flattering type of powdery blue. On build-up, you'll really see that lovely base color come out to play. It does start off just a touch sheer on the first coat, so once again, I'm going to suggest between 2 and 3 coats for opacity. Really going to depend on how you apply for this collection. In person, you can see it's very obvious. They have these lovely gold flakes in all of the colors in this collection. They really contrast against their base colors very nicely. This one has also that lovely type of iridescent flake mix in it, though I feel like you're going to see them appear mostly as that lovely pink that you see on the video. So just a lovely scatter. I had no texture with this one or anything like that. And once again, you can see just a touch of my visible nail line after 2 coats on this one. So once again, if that does bug you, I would personally recommend a color correcting base coat. And next we have I Like the Pink. It's Like Candy. This is described as a light pink crelly with iridescent flakes and gold flakes. So once again, very similar to Champagne. This is what I would consider a powdery type of pastel pink, super flattering. I love pastels so much, especially when they're vibrant like this. No issues to report with this one either. The iridescent flakes in this, I'm assuming that they are kind of getting a bit of chameleon action with the base color that's in the polish. So these are going to appear as that pinky type of appearance that you see on the video. So a little bit of a bolder pink against the base with a warm type of hue to it. So once again, for opacity, I am going to suggest, once again, 2 to 3 coats. I'm going to keep repeating myself. This one also dries down a little bit on the satin kind of flat side, just like the others in the collection. So across the board, I will suggest a very glossy top coat just to get that really plump factor in your final look. Now for this one, I decided to take it up to 3 coats as I felt that it was just a touch not as plump as what I usually go for in how I wear a polish. So I did go in with that 3rd coat. You can see here I did go in quite a bit on the thin side just to make sure I didn't kind of over thicken the appearance, and I thought it looked just fine. Really lovely, soft but definitely vibrant. It is of the warmer type of undertone to it. And next we've got This Madame is Versailles, described as a lavender crelly with iridescent flakes and gold flakes. So very similar, once again, to the previous ones. The iridescent flakes in this one are going to give just a bit of a pinky appearance, very similar to It's Like Candy. For opacity, once again, 2 to 3 coats and you'll be good to go. Lots and lots of squishy factor with this one on application. No problems with those flakes. Everything appeared nice and even and very dense across the nail, and no texture or anything like that. The only one in this collection that I did have a touch of a texture type thing to it was that very first one, the white crelly in this set. It does have a little bit of texture from those glitters, but I did go in just a little bit heavier on my top coat with that, and I had no problems. So just noting that texture in this set isn't really a problem, save for that white one, and I think you'll be fine as long as you go in just a touch heavier. So as you can see on this one, I did go in with 3 coats on it. I thought it gave me that plumper effect. So this one and the pink, I feel like had just a slightly lighter formula than the others in this set. So personally, 2 to 3 coats once again. However, I feel like this one for Versailles is gonna be really popping and flattering at 3 thin coats. Here in the full hand shot, once again, you're seeing a glossy top coat applied. I really think that it just plumped it out and really gave that gorgeous effect from the flakes. And next we have I Have Enough Diamonds. This is a periwinkle crelly with iridescent flakes and gold flakes. I feel like on the bottle shot here, it is coming off a little similar to Versailles, but just note it's not. I think on the application and then my actual swatches, you can see that there is a very blatant difference. This one definitely is what I would describe as a periwinkle. It's of the powdery type, keeping true to the pastel theme here. Very different on buildup. And the flakes also give a similar warm type of pink and orange shift to them. So no issues on this one either. For opacity, once again, 2 to 3 coats and you'll be good to go. I really thought all of these flattered like crazy. So this one has a cooler tone to the base color, but the other ones in the collection, even if they had a warmer undertone, I still thought they popped like crazy on me. So if you have a very warm leaning skin tone like myself, especially when you see my actual swatch shots of these, I thought they looked fantastic. I think these are going to be universally flattering and really lovely for spring, and hopefully we can kind of bait some warmer weather coming in with these types of collections releasing. So here you can see on that 3rd coat, there is a variety of larger flakes in this one. I really liked that, and I was excited that that larger one popped on my middle finger here, and you could see it. So you'll get a variety of sizes of the flakes and all of the polishes in this collection, and you'll get that lovely pond effect, so you can kind of see the flakes underneath and your bottom layers in your final look. And last but not least, we have Don't You Want to Go to Paris? See the Opera. This is described as a turquoise crelly with iridescent flakes and gold flakes. I think this one was my top pick in the set. I really liked that white crelly, and I really liked the pink too, but this one, that base color, my previous video I mentioned that Glam Polish does really lovely turquoise and teal shades. This one definitely is not an exception. This is so pretty. I really liked this color. So this one also has the variety of sizes for the flakes, very similar as what we've been seeing so far. And the flakes in this will give you a lovely pink to purple shift, and those gold flakes really, really pop against that base color. Very flattering. Once again, 2 to 3 coats, and I think you'll be just fine. Now here on the 2nd coat, I did get that really large flake to come up on my nail right there on against my cuticle line. Normally I try to make it to where the bigger ones pop on the middle part of my nail for my macro shots, but I went in with a cleanup brush and some acetone, and I had no problems just kind of bumping it up a little bit. So because I did that, I went ahead and went for that 3rd coat. So I felt like it was fine at the 2nd coat, but even going in with a 3rd thin coat, I felt like it didn't over thicken it. So definitely I think it looks very flattering between 2 and 3 coats, either way you want to wear it, with the caveat that I really actually appreciated that 3rd coat, as it gave me that nice plump effect that I'm usually going for. Here on the full hand shot, once again you are seeing a glossy top coat applied, and once again no texture. So the Marie Antoinette collection will release Friday, January 31st at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. During the launch, the first 60 orders over $60 US will receive a free mystery full-size polish. I'm going to go out on a whim and say that it probably matches up with this collection, so probably, maybe, I'm guessing pastel goodiness on the mystery polish. So I'll break all of this down below for you guys in the description box. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.